I want to introduce you now to a gentleman that has long been a member of the Grand Ole Opry, lives over in the Carolinas, or well, I should say he lives back here now. He's recently moved. But this is one of my favorite people in this business, and he's got a friend with him tonight. And the first song that he ever recorded was a song that was written by the gentleman that is with him. I don't know how many of you know of Mr. John D. Loudermilk, but he's one of our more prolific songwriters in this town and has been for many years. But the gentleman that I really want to introduce you to and make welcome to center stage is the fellow that recorded A Rose and a Baby Ruth a few years ago. I got a feeling most of you will remember that, but since that time he's had many, many great hits. Mr. George Hamilton, the fourth. George and John.
Thank you very much, Jim. Well, 30 years ago, I made my first record on Colonial Records over in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, for a gentleman named Mr. Orville Campbell. And I think we got some Tar Heels here tonight, John. And that song was written by my dear friend, one of America's greatest songwriters, John D. Loudermilk, and it's an honor and a joy to have him on the stage of the Opry tonight. Let's make welcome John D. Loudermilk over here. John, why don't we do this for Mr. Orville Campbell and his wife over in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Well, it was Christmas Eve. The year was 1818. The town was Oberndorf, high in the Austrian Alps. And in the little mountain chapel, the church organ was broken. The congregation gathered, and the general conversation could well have been, "Who ever heard of a Christmas Eve service without music?" Well, this congregation was in for quite a surprise, because the pastor of the church, one Reverend Joseph Moore, was also a guitarist, and he had just written a beautiful new Christmas poem. When the church organist heard the poem, he said, "The words just seem to sing themselves." So the music minister and organist, Mr. Franz Gruber, sat down and wrote a melody to this Christmas poem. And this congregation, on this cold, starry night, high in the Austrian Alps, 1818, Christmas Eve, were witnesses to the very first performance of what was to become the world's favorite Christmas carol, as their pastor and organist, singing in harmony, gave to the world a masterpiece, accompanied only by the pastor's guitar. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sun, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah, Christ the Savior is born, Christ the Savior is born. Merry Christmas, everybody.
What a deal that is. George, that's great. You and John D. and all the boys and the girls, that's our staff up here on the Grand Ole Opry. Right?